So I thought, what am I interested in? And I couldn't really write a novel about tramway rovers or about vodka or about koi carp, So I thought, well, I'm interested in everything to do with the Victorian age, the 19th century. Not necessarily the politics, obviously, but the clothes and the the way that life was extremely different with horses and horse manure in the street and this whole kind of romanticized view of the Victorian age. So I thought, well, I'm interested in that. That's great. I love looking at old photographs and touching my nose and learning about family history and stuff. So I thought, right, so it's going to be at least there. And I thought, well, the other thing that I'm really interested in, apart from dinosaurs, is time travel. And I've always been a bit frustrated by books or films about time travel because they always seem to set themselves too many rules, like don't meet yourself, or whatever you do, don't change this, or your parents aren't going to meet, or whatever. So I decided to write a time travel book which would have no rules, and if there were any, it would break them all on purpose and create this absolute chaos happening at least partly in the 19th century. I wrote this first book where everything goes wrong and you've got fictional characters, but you've also got historical people who existed. And my mother actually was worried that their heirs or their descendants might sue me because I'm getting people to do terrible things in the past, but nobody read the book, so nobody sued me. That was the first book, and it ends. All of the books end with a kind of the discovery of who the narrator of the story is. And in the first one, when you discover who the narrator is, it all makes sense in a particular way. And the idea is that you kind of come away thinking, oh no, it was him? The second one was fun as well. So the first one's called Each Code Remains, and the second one's called The Great Storm. And it's the same kind of idea, except the premise for the second book is that readers of the first book who had believed that it was true do some kind of cosplay that goes wrong and end up time traveling and messing up everything that was already messed up in the first book. And the third one that I'm writing now is kind of an attempt to not set it all right, because that would be a shame, that would be too Hollywood and happy ending and whatever, But I think it concentrates more on the people than on the events, because a bit like the young kid I was, who was more of a book person than a people person, I realized that I don't focus enough on the way people are feeling or smelling or sounding or this kind of stuff. So it's a lot more human, and it's a lot more about the relationships between the different people and the consequences of stuff that they've done in the past and in the future and everything else.